Oh, ladies and gentlemen, how are you? It's me, it's Ken. We're doing the New York Comic-Con thing, and we're here at the booth, the Blackstone Publishing booth. We're excited to see our new friends at Blackstone Publishing. Look at all of this amazing books that they brought along with us. And in addition to books that they brought authors. The one and only Nicholas Sansbury Smith is here. Hey Nick, how are you? Can I call you Nick? Is that all right? Yeah. Hey Nick, so tell me a little bit about what you got going on. You have 3 books here. You have Helldivers, you have Into the Storms, and you have Rhino.
I do. Yeah.
Which is the first one?
The first, well, technically Into the Storms, which just came out, as the first one. Now it's a prequel to the series. It takes place 250 years before the main storyline. Helldivers kicks off the main storyline, and then Rhino is a side story that takes place in around book 4 and 5. So the premise of this story is AI rises up, obviously doesn't end well for humanity, as you can see here. This happens all across the world. 250 years later, people are living in these airships that escaped, and the Helldivers are the guys right here that dive to the apocalyptic surface that's been poisoned by radiation, and they retrieve parts and other goods and supplies and take them back up to these airships and keep them in the sky. There's a lot of secrets on the ground because they've kind of purged their history. They don't want people to know what's down there or why this happened. In fact, reading this would give away what happens here. I wrote this 7 years after I wrote the book, and that's because so many fans wanted to know the details. Hardest book I've had to write.
Really?
Helldivers was only supposed to be 1 book. I thought, how the heck am I going to do more than 1 with just people living on airships? And it turned out to be, now we're at 15 books.
15?
Yeah, because there's a second one of these that's going to come out next year called Burning Skies, and that's the first couple of years when people live on these airships. So yeah, it's been a journey. It's sold millions of copies.
That's not a bad thing at all.
Yeah, a lot of big fans on the audio side too. It's narrated by R.C. Bray, the best in the business, and then Ray Porter narrated this one, Rhino, which is one of my favorites actually in the series, if not my favorite in the series. It's fun because this one actually takes place underground in bunkers, and then somewhat on the surface, whereas this takes place. The main 12 books takes place in the sky on the airships.
Nice. So what inspired you to put this whole story together?
Well, at the time there were a ton of stories about people living underground in silos, and wool was really big back then. By Hugh Howey, and I wanted to do something different, so I thought, why not try airships in the sky? And I thought it's a decent idea, and I talked with my agent, and it took me a couple years to write this book, but we ended up sending it out to publishers, and Blackstone bought 3 of them. So, and they did well, they kept buying more, so I kept enjoying writing them.
Is there any hope on this becoming some sort of live action series? Or?
Yeah, I actually just had a meeting about that today. I've worked with a lot of different people on bringing this to the big screen. I think we're looking at TV now too, but yeah, there's definitely hope. There's been some key people involved in the past.
Yeah, because it sounds like the kind of thing, and you know, I even think right now the small screens of the Apple TV, the Netflix, the Hulu, all this stuff there's so much of it now, and I think it kills a lot of the movies now too, because
it does. And like movie, it would be hard to turn this into a movie because for the budget it needs, it's probably not going to happen, or it would be very tough to make it happen because even with the sales, it's not guaranteed. It's not like a Marvel property, right? So a TV show would probably be, and then a TV show would also allow me to tell the creator, whoever ends up writing the script, the whole story of all these different books.
So now, have you ever done New York Comic Con before?
I have. I was here last year. I was out here. 2014 was my first year here. And I was here 1 year with my narrator, R.C. Bray, too. So that was, it's fun.
What do you think about this year's show so far?
I just got here today, but so far it's not disappointing. If you want to see something really cool, head down here to the Aethon Vault booth. There's a big semi-truck.
Oh yeah, the big rig.
Yeah, okay. Those are 2 of my good friends that own that company, so they told me all about how Post Malone will be here tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
I'm not supposed to say that.
Wow, it's all right. This is not going up right away.
All right.
This goes up
Okay, cool.
So, all right, listen, Nicholas, I'm going to let you get back to the business of this booth, and it's a beautifully stocked booth, a lot of attention coming at it. I appreciate the time.
Absolutely, thank you.
All right, my friends from the Blackstone Publishing booth and the Helldivers, the Into the Storms, and Rhino, and Nicholas Sansbury Smith. I remain your humble host, the not too humble Ken Pierce. Piercing Metal, do me a favor. Subscribe, click the bell, la 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 la. The rest of the stuff I always say. See you later, bye.